Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com with match number 2. With the Seasons Pass, this is definitely keepable hand. We have Walking Ballista ×2, Fatal Push, Grasp of Darkness. This shuts down any sort of aggro-based deck. Should shut down most aggro-based decks with the Fatal Push. Walking Ballista is quite a good card versus vehicles. This is a matchup, if it is going to be the Black-Green Constrictor, which I do worry about because of how explosive it can be. We'll just start off with an Evolving Wilds. Go get a green source, I think. Yeah, maybe I'll just keep that. We'll see. There's a Constrictor. Yeah, we'll go get a green source. So I do need a Fatal Push that as soon as possible. So that's as soon as possible. Noxious Gearhulk's good. Gives us some late game plans versus our opponent. Next turn we have Grasp of Darkness for if it's like a Rishkar or something like that. Nissa would be the worst case scenario. Nissa's tough for this deck to deal with. I have a lot of interactions with the first. It looks like it might be the Jund energy though. Walking Ballista. So I will see your Walking Ballista and cast a Walking Ballista. I'll take the damage. I don't want him to put another one on. So whoever reacts last gets to do something here. The problem with it is, maybe I should have waited. I just don't want him to drop a land. And then it gets just, maybe that's the wrong play. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Drop a land and then go. And then we're kind of in this awkward situation of who taps out first, then gets to put a Walking Ballista counter on it. That's fine. Hydra. Hydra is very, very tough for me to deal with, as the hexproof is very real. We have a Fatal Push that can be responded to. Yeah, we'll Walking Ballista again for 1. And I have double activations next turn for the Hydra. We're going to be taking some damage here. You know what? I'll probably have him spend his energy. Depends on... The Cub is very annoying. Not a Rishkar. Ugh, so gross. So I'm going to do this right now. Make him use his energy. His hexproof goes away, and then we... Oh, man, I'm never mind. I'm 1 off. But then we kill it next turn, though. Yeah, I agree with putting... Yeah, that's exactly where I'd put the 2 counters. Because my plan was to pump up the Walking Ballista. Not sure why he didn't attack in with the Bristling Hydra. Is it worth it? I think it's worth it for the Noxious Gearhulk. I wish we had 1 more mana available. But I mean, we can take care of the Long Tusk Cub the following turn. I think this is the right play. Ob Nixilis, rather than use the Fatal Push Bristling Hydra combo, we can use it the next turn. So we'll go Ob Nixilis and kill the Bristling Hydra. Oh, I know why. This is exactly why he left it untapped. He's got a Blossoming Defenses in. Yep. Okay. Pretty crazy hand. Grasp of Darkness, sure. We need to draw into a land. Except that actually messes up my Fatal Push. This will probably come at Ob Nixilis and we'll take 8. So it's basically draw Noxious Gearhulk or bust next turn. Draw a land or bust. Oh, jeez. The wrong type of bust. Might is dead here? I have to use Fatal Push right now. So I'm not dead, but I'm close to dead. No energy. We need to say no energy from our opponent this turn. Because next we have Noxious Gearhulk. So no Blossoming Sands, no energy. Or Blossoming Defense. Alright, here we go. This is the difference between winning and losing this game. No Blossoming Defense. Can't get that lucky, right? Alright, we are sort of in decent shape unless our opponent Grasps the Darkness is here. Okay, we are in good shape. No Verder's Gearhulk now. Look at that. We might actually pull this off. I don't think I'm going to transgress. I'm just going to use this right now to try to find anything, any desperation here. Collective Brutality? I'm pretty sure this is just going to miss. It's going to be a land. Yep. I thought so because my opponent just didn't play anything. See, this is I do not like Transgress. See, look at all the cards. Out of all of the cards, it would hit 2 out of everything in his hand. So Transgress will come out. So he has 1 unknown. We need to avoid those cards that are called Verderous Gearhulks. Or Walking Ballista on a Bazillion. That also is Walking Ballista on 4. I can do both though. We'll go down to a. Oh, he should kill off my Noxious Gearhulk actually. Yeah. Tireless Tracker's good here. We're gonna Yahenni's Expertise. See where our opponent wants to. Unfortunately, I have to go with Collective Brutality. So he'll shoot down the Noxious Gearhulk, I'm sure. Yes, okay. Alright, well, it's top deck mode for both of us. And my top deck lands are better than just a Constrictor. Just throw out a... yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with Aether Sphere Harvester because it's something he has to draw into a creature next turn. So I'd actually want a land here. That is a land. But we're actually going to go get Ishkanah. Where are you, Ishkanah? No creature! Yes, it is just a land. We have the Ishkanah out. We want to draw... Perfect. So we draw a land, which gives us a clue. Here comes our buddy Ishkanah, which we do have Delirium. We can safely attack in now. And we'll crack a clue to give it a plus. And there's another Expertise, which we don't want now. But we have our spirits, or our spiders, to give us some play versus the Aether Sphere Harvester. Aether Sphere Harvester actually can't attack in Ishkanah, so we're in great shape. Definitely want to hit a land, but we do have activation on Ishkanah. So far so good. Perfect. We'll just keep throwing the lands out. Kalitas is Kalitas. Yeah, Kalitas is worth putting out here. Down to a 10. Needs to gain life is what I'm assuming he's doing here. Oh no, there's a thing called a Ruinous Gearhulk. That's super annoying. Puts it all on the Aethersphere Harvester. Well. Puts him back up to 17. Man, this Yahenni's expertise is terrible. Well, we're still drawing the cards. Fortunately, I can't deadweight anything to put it out of range. Just deadweight on the Ruinous Gearhulk. This way I can gain some life. Or is Yahenni's expertise actually good here? I think it is. I think Yahenni's expertise is good because... No, we need to keep back. I was going to say we can keep back the Ishkanah. Attack with everything. And then Yahenni's expertise afterwards. It gets rid of the Ruinous Gearhulk and the Rishkar. Yeah, I think that's the play. So attack, 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 attack. If he blocks, though, on the Ruinous Gearhulk, on the Tireless Tracker, we won't. Okay, good. Yes, just pass, just pass. There you go. So 78. Okay, so perfect. Because we only lose one token here, and he loses everything. We actually get 2 zombies. So I don't think there's any play our opponent can actually do to win here. Except 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. No, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was going to say Walking Ballista shooting down my Ishkanah would be game. Winding Constrictor. Cruise the Harvester. We don't even have to lose Ishkanah here. Alright, is there any way he can put a counter on it? There isn't. So he can gain the 7 life and go up to 14, and then we win on the backswing. It's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so I just don't even block. We go down to a 1. And then swing on the backswing. What's actually more damage? Yeah, it's more damage to sack this clue. I was like, if we had spiders. Let's see, 7, 10, yep, that's lethal. Okay. Whew, barely pulled that one off. Go on to the sideboard. We have expertise is good here. I just want to bring in as much removal as possible. Tireless Tracker did wonders there, but I still don't think it's the right call. Ruinous Path is interesting in this particular matchup. Flaying Tendrils doesn't really hit many cards, is the problem. So I don't think that Flaying Tendrils necessarily comes in. It's fun to go Yahenni's expertise into Flaying Tendrils, for example, because then it does board wipe. I think cards like Ob Nixilis are strong here, because we want to 1-for-1 and get advantage, and that's the best way to do it. Cards like Appetite does not need to come in versus just the Ruinous Gearhulk. Pick the Brain and Transgress are quite weak. They come out. I'd have to cut 2 cards here. The Deadweight is sort of awkward. I'm not sure if Deadweight is the right call. There isn't really anything that it kills. It does, yeah. So Deadweight is out. And Dark Salvation is another card in this particular matchup that gets kind of awkward. It's good really late game when you have 5 mana. And it's better against... I don't know. I don't know when's the right time for it to come in. And I'm going to keep in... We could take out the Seasons Past Diabolic Tutor type combo again. But I think I need to grind this one out. A card like Nissa could come out. I mean, Pick the Brain usually isn't terrible. It can take care of some pretty decent cards. So is Nissa just worse? Puts out a 5/5. Yeah, I'm going to bring in one Pick the Brain. And maybe this Diabolic Tutor combo does need to go away. Maybe just both picks. Being proactive is better. Weird hand. I think we'll keep it. It might be slow. We need some help here. But it has our Season's Past to fill back up. It's got a Liliana. That was probably the worst draw we could have drawn into as another land. We are a heavy land deck, though. So we could just Winding Constrictor here. Transgress takes care of Liliana. Might get rid of Season's Past. I hope he takes the Season's Past. Really hope he does. Okay, smart player. Because that's the... Jeez. Well, we get to thin out for the next few turns. Puts out the Longtusk Cub. I do not have a reaction for it, so hopefully we draw it. We know we draw another Evolving Wilds. Womp womp. I think the Longtusk Cub is going to get out of hand. There's a Constrictor, yep. He gets 3 energy and is able to pump it up. If there's a Blossoming Defense in his hand, even more. Just going to do it right now, too, huh? Oh, well, that will end up working out because we did get the Yahenni's Expertise, which I'm not sure if I just need to use it right now or wait for some more. I think I'm going to thin out some more. Look at that energy. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that was a good one. Now I'm wanting to get rid of my Yahenni's Expertise. How do I get out of this? Just hope my opponent has like all lands in hand. Alright, so this makes the play kill Ob Nixilis. Or kill Longtusk Cub. But then we lose Ob Nixilis to the Winding Constrictor. We're taking 6 here. That's how quickly that can get out of control with just a Winding Constrictor. 8, we're down to a 10. So I gotta assume that my opponent has a Blossoming Defense in hand. And if that's the case, we're toast. So I do have Hissing Quagmire that we could activate, but I think the only way that we win this is if Ob Nixilis hits. No Blossoming Defense. Blossoming Defense. Okay, whatever. Okay. Transgress has ripped our hand apart. We kept kind of a loose hand. Got punished for it. I'm going to bring Deadweight back in. I think it does have game versus... No, they don't run another. They run Servants in this one. Flaying Tendrils. I still don't think Flaying Tendrils does anything. Yeah, we'll submit this. We'll keep this. This is a good hand. Start off with Evolving Wilds. There's no point to. Opponent does keep a 6 and puts the card on bottom. Go get a Black Source. And pass the turn. To the Slaughter's really good versus this deck. I'm going to go ahead and just Walking Ballista on 1. Hub is weird here because if he goes Winding Constrictor, Cub. We'll Fatal Push that as soon as possible. I'm just going to do it right now just so he can't have any sort of Blossoming Defense nonsense. So we want to hit land drops here for the Season's Past, so we have a great Season's Past hand. And next turn, actually, I want to hit another land for Walking Ballista. But no matter what, we can... Just another Longtusk Cub. Oh, we hit a land. Wrong type, though. So... I think what I'm going to do is just end up to the slaughter on the cub. Well, if that's the case, if he's going to tap out, we'll just Grasp of Darkness it. So risky to just go Kalitas here because the opponent could be running Grasp of Darknesses, but I think this is the right play. All right, we are in the driver's seat. Bristling Hydra could come out, but I'm not even that. Oh, it is a Grasp. Kept him in, huh? Still a card for a card. Rishkar is going to get in for 3. That's fine. And if we get this game does go late game, we're in great shape. There's a Blossoming Defense. I think I just used To the Slaughter in response to this. He should take Seasons Past now. And that hurts. But our opponent is low on mana. The problem is we don't really have anything to do with... I think what I just do is put a counter and attack in. But our opponent did get a land. We're at the mercy of a Bristling Hydra now. I think he would have slammed a Bristling Hydra, though, if he had one. And I guess I'm wrong in all the areas. We get another Seasons Past. I'd have to use 3 cards for the Walking Ballista. So I guess using my tapping out for Walking Ballista was terrible there, because we could have, in response, grasped it as the energy was on the stack. I could block and make him use his energy. We're still at the mercy of... Or just Hissing Quagmire. Do I need my Hissing Quagmire? I mean, I do want to hit land drops. I'm gonna do it. We're a heavy land deck. We'll get to Seasons Past. I need to kill this Bristling Hydra. I hate doing this right now, too. I just have a Blossoming Defense in hand as well? I gotta play it. Double Grass hand. So he uses energy right here. But now it's all about a Blossoming Defense being in hand or not. Because now we can Grasp of Darkness it, or I think what I'll just do is proactively Ruinous Path it. So I'm thinking the Blossoming Defense is in hand, which is terrible. Alright, he bluffed it. Okay, so we will attack him with the Walking Ballista. But still low on land counts. We can take care of anything. If it's like a Ruinous Gearhulk, I can't take care of it now, though. So I probably should have done that the other way. Now I'm going to kick myself as a Ruinous... No, just a Walking Ballista. Get another Blooming Marsh, which is nice. So we're just going to play cat and mouse here with the ballistas. Ruinous Gearhulk. Ay, ay, ay. Well, we'll take the damage, right? Is there any point not to? Oh, thank you for doing that, dude. That was nice of you. We have the grasp. Okay, now we're in decent shape. Let's draw some lands here. I mean, the season's past the terror. I don't think we have a dead draw. Well, we do have a dead draw. It's called Ob Nixilis. Because even Ishkanah is getting really good. Whatever he puts out, I'm Yahenni's expertising next turn. Definitely Yahenni's expertising. Not going to let him get any sort of value out of that. Unless we get a land. Nope, just Yahenni's expertise. Jeez, no land though, again. Alright, it is at the mercy of the top decks. Jeez. Now I need a land. If I do not get a land, I think this one's over. The problem with it is he can then activate his Hissing Quagmire. Good game. The third Evolving Wilds. Frustrating. Very frustrating. I want him to activate his Hissing Quagmire here. So I can Grasp the Darkness it. That'd be the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is another Ruinous Gearhulk. Am I dead? I'm dead now. Yeah, because he just activates his dude. I think no matter what, I lose. That was another really, really good draw. I mean, I could go... Oh no, I could Grasp the Darkness of Ruinous Gearhulk. Just to save 4 life. And then Ob Nixilis it. And then he will kill Ob Nixilis with the Walking Ballista, just attacking in. And then he'll have a Walking Ballista and... But if I Grasp the Darkness, I take 2, go to 2, he Hissing Quagmire. So it's just no good scenarios here. Yeah, that Ruinous Gearhulk off the top was death. And the Evolving Wilds off the top was over a non-basic land was terrible too. So, but I mean, it's sub action. Best case scenario, I guess, is I could draw a land here to get everything back. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter if it's tapped or not. Never mind, that's game. The last card in hand is a Blocking Defense. Jeez, that was a tough little matchup. I don't really understand bringing in the Grasp of Darknesses. They work though. I hate getting punished for when my opponent, I believe, does the wrong choice, because I didn't really have a lot of targets for the Grasp of Darkness. It's more likely that he doesn't get any value out of them than he does. So, I mean, in this particular situation, it got Kalitas, and it got the Hissing Quagmire. But I think the majority of the time, with the creature count only being Walking Ballistas and Hissing Quagmires and then 2 Kalitases, those are going to get stuck in the hand. And Grasp of Darkness is terrible versus Ishkanah. It's terrible versus even the Nissa's 5/5. So, pretty interesting decisions. Transgress, of course, game 2 and that game was pretty good. I mean, it only got rid of the Season's Pass I couldn't have activated. But, I mean, this is a tough matchup with the Blossoming Defenses if they have them on time. Every creature is basically a threat. Every Longtusk Cub, every Verdurous Gearhulk you have to take care of. And that's different from, like, the previous match with, like, Inventor's Apprentices you didn't, care about at that point. Anywho, we'll go on to the next match. This is Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.